On March 9, 1992, Flight 482 departed Chicago for San Diego on what was supposed to be a routine overnight journey. The aircraft was a Boeing 737. The crew experienced the weather calm. Passengers settled into their seats, unaware they were boarding a flight that would later become one of aviation's strangest unresolved cases. The flight climbed smoothly to cruising altitude. For the first hour, cockpit communications followed standard procedure. Casual conversation mixed with routine callouts. Then at 1:17 a.m., something changed. The cockpit voice recorder captured a sudden silence, not the normal quiet of focused flying, but a complete absence of sound. No engine noise, no breathing, no radio chatter for 6 full minutes. The recording registered nothing at all, as though the microphones themselves had stopped existing. At 1:23 a.m., sound abruptly returned. The captain's voice came through, calm but strained. "Let's not log that," he said quietly. The first officer responded with a single word: "Agreed." The flight landed safely in San Diego. No incident was reported. Passengers disembarked unaware that anything unusual had occurred. It wasn't until days later, during a routine audit, that technicians noticed the gap in the recording. Investigators initially suspected equipment malfunction. However, the recorder showed no signs of damage or power loss. The plane's other systems continued functioning normally during the silent period. Radar data confirmed the aircraft maintained altitude and course the entire time. When questioned, both pilots denied noticing anything unusual. They insisted the flight had been uneventful. Yet the voice recorder told a different story. Just before the silence began, faint background noise suggested the cockpit door had opened. No flight attendant ever reported entering at that time. More disturbing was what analysts found when the audio was digitally enhanced. Beneath the silence, at extremely low frequency, was a barely perceptible sound, like distant wind or slow breathing. Too faint to identify, too consistent to ignore. The airline quietly reassigned both pilots. No disciplinary action was taken. Flight 482's aircraft was removed from service months later after another crew reported uneasy sensations during night flights. Though no technical faults were found, the case was never officially closed, nor publicly explained. Aviation experts still debate whether the silence was technological, psychological, or something far stranger. To this day, the 6 missing minutes remain unaccounted for. 6 minutes when a plane full of people continued flying. But no one was truly listening.